Hi, today we're going to make a space shooter game from scratch in Pygame. Space shooter is another arcade classic was quite popular ages ago. And yeah, we are going to just have a quick look, and we're going to make this game from scratch. So if I quickly show you what the game looks like, you have a spaceship at the bottom, and then you have these enemies being spawned. You can actually kill the enemies, and if the enemy hits you, um, you get in trouble and the game gets over. So I'll show you again. Yeah, you can shoot the enemy. The aim is to not hit the enemy, and yeah, so that's the game mechanics. And if an enemy hits you, you die. Okay, so let's start and make this game. So first thing you need to do is you need to make a new file and called space shooter. And the first thing we need to do is we need to import pygame, and we're going to import random. Random is going to be used to randomly place the uh, enemy positions. The first thing we need to do is we need to initialize pygame. So we do that, and then we specify the width, and we say width is uh, let's just say 600, and then height, let's just say 800. So now we're going to do create a screen. So we're going to say pygame.display.set mode, and we're going to pass in width and height, and we're going to say pygame. We're going to set the title display.set caption, and we're going to call it space shooter, and the clock is going to be pygame.time.clock, and the FPS we're going to say is going to be 60 FPS per second, frames per second. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to create classes for the different the two classes we have. We're going to create a player class, a bullet class, and we're going to create an enemy class. So the first thing we do is we create a player class, and it's going to be a pygame. It's going to inherit from pygame sprite. So the first thing you do is you have the initialize call, and we don't need this scripts part. This is something that's wrong, and we don't need this here. We just do that. Now we say self dot image is equal to pygame dot surface. So this is a surface. We're going to call it 50 by 40, and we're going to say source alpha. Okay, that's the image that we're going to have in there, and now we're going to draw something in the sprite. So what we're going to say is we're going to say pygame dot draw, and we're going to draw a polygon in self dot image, and it's going to be the color green because this is RGB, red, green, blue. So this is going to be a green color, and the location is going to be 0, 40, 25, 0, and 50, 40. Okay, yeah, that will draw a triangle that we need for the add player, and then we say rect equals to self dot image dot get rect, center equals width divided by 2, and height equals to 50. So this is no, not height equals 50, height minus 50, sorry. There we go. That was giving an error, height minus 50. So this will actually set the position to be on the middle of the screen in the x direction, and height minus 50 at the bottom, so near the bottom of the screen. And then we say self dot speed is equal to 5. Then we have the update function, and we don't need any of these other parts here. What we do is we say keys equal to pygame dot key dot get pressed, and we say if keys pygame dot key left, and self dot rect dot left is greater than 0, self dot rect dot x minus equals self dot speed. So what we're saying is, yeah, we're basically saying that, yeah, if it is greater than 0, we say that we're going to move to the left. So we say minus speed. We change the direction to be minus equals self dot speed. So changing the x direction to move to the left. And then if we press the right key and self dot rect dot right is less than width, we say self dot rect dot x, we move to the right, self dot speed. Okay, that's our player class done. Now we need to do is we need to create a bullet class. So the bullet class, what we do is we say class bullet pygame dot sprite, and we have self x and y super dot init self initialize, and then we say have the image again. It's going to be 5 long, 5 in the x direction and 10 in the y direction. Image dot fill, so we'll fill the entire image with the yellow color, which is going to be 255, 255, 255, 255, and 0, which is red and green. Combined together makes those colors. And yep, and then what we need to do next is we need to have the rectangle is equal to self dot image dot get rect center equals xy, self dot speed is equal to minus 10. So it's going to move upwards, and remember this is minus 10 because in Pygame the y direction points downwards, so if you want to move upwards it needs to be negative. And then we say update. We don't need any of this. We have the update. We say self dot rect dot y plus equals self dot speed. If self dot rect dot bottom is less than 0, self dot kill. Finally, we need to have the enemy class, which is going to be a Pygame sprite. Now we don't need any of this again. And then what we say is self dot image is equal to Pygame dot surface. We say 40, 30, the 40 wide, 30 long, and then Pygame dot source alpha. So we draw the first thing. So we could now make the shape of the spaceship. Self dot image 25500. That's the color, which is a red color, and the rectangle values that we're going to pass in is 0, 10, 40, 20. So this will start at this will make a rectangle which will have an ellipse in it, and then what we do is we draw a circle, self dot image, which is going to be a blue color, and we start at 2010 at the center, and then we give it a radius of 10. Now we say self dot rectangle equals to self dot image dot get rect, and then self dot rect dot x is equal to random dot rand range width minus self dot rect dot width. And then what we have is self.rect.y is equal to random.rand_range minus 100 minus 40. And then all we need to do is we need a self.speed y is equal to random.rand_range 2 and 6, and self.speed x is equal to random.choice minus 1 1 times random.rand_range 1 and 3. So this will move it randomly between right and left directions, so it will be moving right or left randomly based on this between a speed of 1 and 3, and this will move it in the y direction with a random speed of between 2 and 6. Okay, then we have the update. Don't need any of this. self.rect.x plus equals speed self.speedx self.rect.y plus equals self.speedy if self.rect.left is less than 0 or self.rect.right is greater than width so we make it bounce from the edge of the screen of speedx if self.rect.top is greater than height. If it goes below the bottom of the screen, then we basically kill it, and that's the enemy done. Now what we do is we have a group of sprites, so we have all sprites pygame.sprite.group. Then we have enemies pygame.sprite.group. Then we have bullets pygame.sprite.group. And then we have the player, which is going to be the player all sprites.add player, so we're adding this player to the all sprites. And then we have a function to spawn the enemy. What we say is we create a new enemy, we add enemy to all sprites, and we add enemy to enemies. And then we have an enemy event, so we can actually spawn the spawn them at different times. And then we say pygame.time.set timer enemy event at every second, because that's 1000 milliseconds every second. Okay, and then now we are in the main loop, so we say running equals to true, and then we say while running while running, what we say is clock.tick fps. Then we say for event in pygame dot event dot get if event dot type is equal to pygame dot quit, running equals to false, otherwise else if event dot type is equal to enemy event, then we're going to basically say spawn enemy. Then if we say else if event dot type is equal to pygame dot key down, if event dot key is equal to pygame dot k space, bullet equals to bullet, player dot rect dot center x, player dot rect dot top, all sprites dot add bullet and bullets dot add bullet. Okay, next what we do is we say all sprites dot update. So this will call the update functions of all the sprites. Then we check pygame dot sprite dot group collide enemies, and then we say bullets, and then what we say is if there is a collision between the bullet and the enemies, we basically kill both of them, so kill all of them. Then we say if pygame dot sprite collide player with enemies, and then we don't kill the first one, we don't kill the sprite. What we basically do is we say print game over, and then we actually say running is equal to false if the game ends. Then finally we say screen fill with the color. Let's just choose 0 0 0 for now, and all sprites dot draw to the screen, and then pygame dot display dot flip, and finally we call pygame dot quit. Okay, so that's not done. Now let's have a go at this game. So we have the spaceship. Spaceships are coming. We can destroy them using our bullets. The bullets are firing as well. This is all good, and the enemies are coming in random directions, random speeds, and when you hit the enemy, the game gets over. So that's it for today, and please come subscribe and like the video, and we'll come back for more videos on how to make arcade classics games. We are planning to have more complex games a bit later, such as platformers, roguelike games, etc., car games, etc. So please join me on this journey early and support my channel. Thank you very much.